Hey guys, welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley,
I'm Commander Coggins.
and today we're going to be talking about another captain. A new captain, but an old captain. But a new captain.
And not the last version of this captain, another new captain.
Right? Yeah, we're going to be talking about the new Captain Christopher Pike.
Portrayed by
Star Trek.
Anson Mount.
Yes. From the Discovery Season 2 trailer that we saw at San Diego Comic-Con. So we're going to discuss his character and see what we can come up with.
Because we knew about his announcement, but I'd never seen anything he was in. And we sort of reviewed it, but just in a general sense. So we got some real footage. And he was definitely prominent in this trailer. Both in a lot of scenes, although they were primarily in the early episodes, you can't tell. But also a good few lines, a good bit of personality. So, yeah, your thoughts on his performance as Christopher Pike?
I didn't get much of a Pike vibe from him, but, it's just a trailer, so... And plus, this is 3 years after The Cage. The Pike we saw in The Cage was very much, tired of command. He was tired of the responsibility. Something's happened in the meantime to revitalize the character and bring him more upfront and in command, which is cool. We've got the JJ version of Pike, who I really like. Very much a man of action and a nice, friendly guy. Somebody you'd want to be your mentor.
Again, didn't channel Pike, but just channeled a new man called Pike, which is fine. He did a good job.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of what this guy can do. He certainly looks the part.
Yep.
And he's got that commanding presence, and he seems really nice enough in this. I think he's pulling from the JJ version with the niceness. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, but we didn't see a whole lot in the trailer, but he was the most prominent thing in the trailer at the same time. So,
yeah,
I don't know what to say.
Well,
he's somebody that I'm looking forward to seeing in the role.
Yeah, he definitely, I can tell from this trailer, definitely good casting. I think the interesting thing about this character is that, Pike is an interesting anomaly. He was in the first pilot of the TV show that was not picked up in a version that could easily not have been canon, and only technically the menagerie bits are canon, but that still means part of it is, so it's a very unique part, and that was before Star Trek was defined, so, a bit weird, and he does play well in that episode, but I do sort of see Pike as, in Jeffrey Hunter, is a good acted, but the part itself is sort of generic white man with things in his past and a bit of, you know what I mean?
The mantle of command, but that was back in the 60s.
Yes.
Before that became like the standard command thing where like this is an old white guy who's kind of gruff and doesn't like the responsibility. That was kind of early on in that whole thing. So
yeah. But I mean, what that episode he very much pulled from the experience that we also see in the episode, the flashback, and then he pulls from the change that happens and also what happens in the episode itself. So a lot of Pike is circumstantially acted. So this Pike has a totally new situation. So if I was him, I would more pull just from the lines written and the idea of a man in command who's been in command this long and must be a true professional. And I like the fact that he's friendly, nice. It's a that's what I was going to say. Very nice atmosphere. You can tell that this whole trailer is starting to pull from the Orville, not literally, but the dark tone was enjoyed by some, not enjoyed by others. Orville tone was almost enjoyed universally, and they were unbalanced in season 1, mostly because the writers basically threw out all the scripts and rewrote them all on the fly, and they added 3 episodes of filler and all these things, which is fair enough. So the season 2, a lot lighter, a lot more character interaction, and the fact that he's nice straight away, I think, oh great, they're taking a little bit of a beat from the Orville of just being a good crew together. Because they were not a good crew together in season 1 of Discovery. Orville, you love them all very much straight away, which I like. Star Trek is about family, and so him coming in straight away and being nice and saying, I'm sorry dudes, I need to take command, it's for a good reason, let's work on it together. That's a great way of doing it, and his performance is very much generic white male, but that's fine, he'll build into it. We only saw very limited pieces, but he definitely felt commanding, even though he was politely commanding. He's saying, well, you're gonna listen to me because I have the right to this. So I'm just gonna be nice about it. You're gonna follow my orders, so follow my orders. It's that sort of gentle command style, at least in the intro bit. So I kind of like that.
I'm coming from a superior ship with superior training because, it's a Constitution class. There's only 12 of these babies. I don't know how many of the Discovery there are, but we need it because it's probably scientifical research things. I don't know why they need the Discovery. But yeah, him taking over, that's always uncomfortable for any commander to be taking over another ship, especially when it's mandated by your higher-ups. It's not a comfortable situation for the crew or the captain. So,
well, especially as this ship has been, covered in controversy. It's a ship that was led by a man from a different universe that was evil, that took him to a different universe with a spore drive that,
But how well known is this story, though?
Well, I assume he would know.
s-
I mean, he's got pretty high clearance, and he's been given command of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how much the admirals would tell him, though. The Admiralty would tell him. I mean, because he's taking command of this ship specifically, and they just suffered through all this, he might get some kind of update as to the crew mindset because of what they've been through, I guess. But that's not something they usually tell all the captains necessarily.
Although, are we thinking too much into it? If you rewatch season 1, the end, they're leaving to go to Vulcan. This guy flags them down. End of story, and he takes command. So, you know what I mean? And the work bee's repairing the ship, and we assume that the ship's not capable of doing the mission. So maybe it's happened to be the first ship to fly by. Why?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's better ways of taking command. I mean, especially since they are literally 5 seconds from Earth at warp. I mean, all the shuttles have warp. I mean, he can get to Earth quicker than Discovery can get to you.
But can he though? I think the Enterprise is damaged. It might not be warp capable.
That's why I said shuttle. He can get there really easily. So it might just be a case of Captain, we're detecting a warp signature. Oh, hail them. Oh, the Discovery. Cool. Hey, stop by. We need you to take over. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? It's like you just happen to be the crew, and yet all this cool, like, the spore drive could be, well, that's not a secret, but the fact they still got it or something, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. So I would just happen to take you over, because rather than saying, "Oh, Burnham, you're the most famous person in the Federation. I wanted you," because boy is she stupid and not good at her job sometimes.
Because you're Spock's foster sister. That we that's why we're picking this Discovery, because we need you, because Spock's buggered off and we need to find him. You know what I find interesting? Is that Sarek wasn't in this season 2 trailer at all. He's on the bridge of Discovery when this happens. How much of a role is he going to play in this? Because it is focused on Spock. Are they going to take him back to Vulcan before they go investigate? Are they going to just take him? Like, it's something I never really considered until this moment when we started talking about Spock.
I mean, you'd think Sarek should play a huge part, far more than Burnham.
Yeah, because they've got his father and his, foster sister there. Just either super great coincidence, or it could be that they specifically need those two, so that's why they requested Discovery.
And since they have a mental link between the universes, I mean, you send one of the into the universe, have Sarek involved, so he can report back to Starfleet via their psychic link. Blah, 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 blah. Although we know that Spock hasn't talked to his father in like many, many years, more than this time gap. So he's not going to see Spock, and he might be like, Spock, hate that guy. Really mean, even though
well,
he messed up as well.
We're kind of getting off the rails here. We're talking about Pike.
Oh yeah,
this is I think for another video.
Yes.
We're going to talk about our speculations for storylines in season 2.
I liked Pike's haircut.
And he's got the salt and pepper look, the black and the gray, which looks very, very similar to Jeffrey Hunter. So, yeah.
I think he'll be a breath of fresh air, honestly. A positive captain that is both good in command, respectful in command, not a douchebag in command, and
stern, still.
Yeah, stern, but wants the best for everyone. That I think that tonally, because again, we're going to look back at season 1 in retconny retrospect, when we get to season 3, season 4, and the show keeps getting better and better and gets more TOS and gets more Star Trek, we'll look back and say, season 1 is darker and more war because Lorca was in charge. He was the puppet master. He was the evil guy that was doing something solely to get the crew battle ready so he could take over the Empire. So he was making everyone worse. He was making everyone more evil. He was making the situation darker. As soon as you put a proper Starfleet captain in charge, everyone starts rising to that challenge of being a good Starfleet officer, whereas Lorca was bringing them down and letting people think, and just by the means, let them think bombing a planet. Because, I mean, you know, these other people wouldn't approve. Kirk wouldn't approve putting a bomb inside Kronos to destroy them, not until Star Trek 3 anyway. You know. So it's like, I can see this captain coming in and being an absolute breath of fresh air, making people act better. You know, I mean, Saru's going to love him, I think. Wow, you're a good captain! Ha ha ha! You know. Yeah. I'm excited, actually. He I think he represents Star Trek, ironically. The Star Trek that we know coming in to help alter the direction, metaphorically and literally. And rather than showing the Enterprise the bad interiors that aren't going to make sense, he comes on to Discovery and helps to change that crew to be more original series, and by the end of the season we'll get the TOS uniforms mostly and move forward in that direction, which would be great. I'm hopeful. See, I'm getting all hopeful and excited by the possibilities. I should tune back in a year and say, oh, they did the absolute opposite.
As I've said all along since the beginning of Discovery, I'm cautiously optimistic. And I am looking forward to very much seeing his progression through this season. He's apparently signed on for 13 episodes from what I've read. I hope the arc isn't quite that long. But he hinted at that he's going to be in the whole season. So I don't know what's going on with that. It could be that one of the secret mystery spin-off shows that they want to do is going to be Captain Pike after he leaves Discovery with the new Enterprise. That would be kind of neat. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with the Discovery crew. And I look forward to seeing Spock sometime in this season as well. So that's kind of where I am with this.
That's really interesting. I think we need to do another video. Is there a Captain Pike? Is there a Captain Pike show coming?
It's one of the first thoughts I had after I saw this trailer.
Set him up in the first one, make it spin off. You show the Enterprise.
Considering that Rebecca Romaine has been cast as number one, a big actress.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's really interesting, because then you basically got the actual reboot TOS. You know, they can balance it out a bit better and make it, again, lessons learned. Because you can imagine if they re-showed TOS modern but properly did it, then they could then make that a proper jumping off board. You know what I mean? And obviously in contrast to this, they'd be like, whoa, it's so canon. You know what I mean? Like maybe it was part of their plan to go so wrong so they eventually get into more real, so that we praise them. Whereas if they went mostly right but wrong, we'd complain. Could be the long play, Stuart. Could be the long play.
Indeed. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do anyway. And
Yes.
but yeah, as far as I saw, from what I saw in this trailer, I'm looking forward to seeing his portrayal as Pike. It looks good. It looks exciting. It looks like something that's going to be fun to watch. So fingers crossed for season 2.
Yep.
And that's kind of where we're leaving it. So guys, if you like the video, click like, subscribe. Don't hit the notification icon, because we're going to be doing breakdown of this trailer, all the minutia, plus any other news, Discovery news we get, because Las Vegas is coming up, Star Trek Las Vegas.
Oh God,
Who knows
yeah.
what's going to be revealed there. So if you want to get notified, click the notification icon, and don't forget to head on over to the Facebook page as well. Join the Trekyards Facebook group, because there's always great discussions on there as well.
Yes. So until next time, guys, support us on Patreon. Just want to throw it in there. But until next time, guys, I'm Connor Coggins.
And I am Captain Foley.
There you
We'll
go.
see you guys in the future.
Bye, guys.
Bye.